Hello, everybody.
My name is Markiplier. You fucking.
um, welcome back. This is our second episode. Um, I was
One and
really
a half
excited.
white girls.
Oh, yes, I forgot to mention
Ooh.
that too. Yes, one and a half
Yeah,
white
baby.
girls. I was really excited to put this together. Um, this one is about conspiracy theories. Yay! Yay! Okay. So we've got about like 6 topics to talk about today. The first one I want to mention is is the Illuminati real?
Womp womp
I think it is.
womp.
Trigger warning, if you get triggered by any of these, like please don't watch obviously, but some topics can be pretty different. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Okay, so so as everyone knows, like the Illuminati is like, the little triangle with the eye inside of it, right? It's pretty commonly used. You see it on the dollar bill. Um, but there are celebrities that are like rumored to be in it, including like Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and just so many more. Uh, but we're gonna give you a quick history lesson about it. So this Illuminati thing like went way back, like about 200 years or so. Um, it was basically used to oppose religious influence over daily life. Um, that was from the BBC, by the way. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but it was founded it was founded in 1776 from Adam. I'll just say Adam. Uh,
Weishops?
Adam.
Wait,
How do you pronounce that? What?
Weishopped?
Wish?
Something like that? Weishopped?
Yes, very very fancy, I guess. So it was a pretty big group. It had over about 2,000 members in it. And it originated in Europe as well. Eventually this did get shut down. But now it kind of like there was I guess rumors about it. And now it's like quote quote called the Illuminati. Um it's described as like the higher power, which is, aimed more towards celebrities, which, makes sense. But it's weird because people like celebrities, whenever there's a couple of pictures, if you just look online, they'll have like their arms out with the triangle. It's in Beyonce's music video in one of them specifically. And many other celebrities did this as well. I think you said Diddy did this.
Yeah, I'm
Uh
pretty sure. I don't.
yeah.
Here's the thing. I do not remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure there was an article at one point about him. It was like off to the side, so it wasn't over his eye, but he was like doing the triangle hand symbol,
Yeah.
which there's not
It's
really a lot of gestures that use that aren't related
yeah,
to the.
I find it
Yeah.
I find it weird. You know, but there are different like people who have used, I guess, the Illuminati like reference or just like something about the Illuminati, including like Madonna's single called Illuminati on her 2015 album. Um Even Travis Scott mentioning this in one of his songs, quote, and I quote, "But I can't see nobody open Illuminati," Um which is I think is kind of weird. Uh yeah. Um
Yeah. And then there's and then tying into
and
that
then
with like yeah, so eloquent. I can English so well. Tying into that with like the Jay-Z and Beyonce like having been people that have been seen to do this. Like you typed up like Beyonce, why do people thank her? Cuz like Adele,
yeah, it's
Lizzo, Britney, Lady Gaga. Is that Kelsey? Is that how you
that's Kelsey Ballerini. She's literally a country artist, which I don't know why she would be
Shabuzi?
doing that. Shaboozey, yeah. I mean, even him as
Okay,
well. I'm
and
like,
then yeah, like you just see them do that, and I don't know. It just feels weird. Like I get there was. Don't get me wrong, Beyonce is talented in her own right. I just it is a little weird that everyone kind of goes out of their way to be like, oh, and thanks Beyonce. You know, it's just
Well, people claim they do this out of fear. Because I don't quote me on this, but I think it was rumored back years ago that Beyonce like killed a famous rising star. Oh my gosh, I forgot her name though. Um
is this about Aaliyah?
I think this is about Aaliyah. I think that is. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Um
Aaliyah was the rising like it
yeah,
girl
she
for
was. She
like
was good. She was good. And then, she
yeah.
died. Like
She did like
so.
interview with the vampire or whatever. She had
Yeah.
like her music career going on, and
Yeah.
then yeah,
Yeah. And we all know the famous moment where, JoJo Siwa did this as a joke. If you can maybe insert in a clip of that, I don't know. But she goes, just to keep the dance community safe. And it's like, all right, shut up. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, there is, a time where Beyonce did do this like Illuminati hand gesture. It wasn't just one time. A bunch of her dancers in her music video did it too. Um, but Jay-Z has done it too. Like, and can we just talk about how she still won the best country album? Like,
yeah. That one throws
what's
me
that
for a
about?
loop. Given
There's
okay, listen, I don't listen to country music, so I don't know if there genuinely wasn't a better album that should have won that.
there was. There was, I'll tell you.
Okay. Um, but yeah, like for me, like I don't know if there was another album that should have won for best country, but I do think it's weird because she's known for doing like R&B and like pop and stuff like that, staying on
Yeah.
that side of music. So it's kind of
Yeah.
weird seeing her like switch over to country and then immediately win like best album for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is. And I'm worried about her daughter. I don't know. Her daughter's almost seems like a robot for her whenever she's dancing. Like she's so young. Like let the kid live. She's like on tour with her and stuff and I'm like, dude, it's still a child. Um, but yeah. Let's see. The next thing we have is now this happened back, oh gosh, what, maybe like 2021 or so, 2020, somewhere in that area. But the Travis Scott concert incident. There was a really great Netflix documentary about this, but it is really sad. Um, it was due to, like, poor stage management, communication issues, like, it was terrible, it really was.
Yeah.
Some people did claim that this was a satanic ritual. I don't know if it goes that far, but, about 10 people died, so that's quite literally
And then
insane.
like weren't like
Um
several others like severely injured or something?
Yes, yes. So due to the stage being built the way it was, and according to the documentary that I watched as well, people were just going over the fences. There were
Yeah,
I
I
mean, they tried to have
remember
so many security too.
yeah,
Like so like yeah.
sorry. I
No, you're fine, go
remember
ahead.
seeing like a thing where they were like the tickets were sold already a little bit past capacity
Yeah.
and then like other people were like jumping the fence or like sneaking
Mhm.
in, which only made it worse. So
Yeah.
like I definitely think security should have been better, just end of the
Oh,
day.
absolutely.
Security should have been better.
Absolutely.
But like there were like clips surfacing of like even Travis like kind of stopping and being like, "What's going on?" and then being told to like, "No, it's fine, keep going."
Yeah, that I I
Which
don't know if there's
again,
still an investigation about it, but
yeah, I'm
um
not saying he's innocent. I'm just,
yeah, and his apology also sucked. Oh, it was so it was so bad. But like as I was saying in this documentary, like there were previous instances like this before, but not this big. Obviously, people didn't die before. But
yeah,
there were people that were crawling over fences and everything, so they should have been definitely prepared for that, but they just weren't.
yeah,
And I don't know how, I don't know why. But yeah, even like people were literally just crawling over each other. And whenever I was watching this documentary, I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't breathe. Like literally, I can't breathe with them. Cause like imagine, you just sitting, or just standing next to someone, right? And then you get just crushed. And
Yeah.
you can't even like it's just so hard to breathe. And then you go under all those people. And then it's like, yeah, no wonder.
Yeah, and I
Like
mean, like,
it's so sad.
and that happens like occasionally too. Like we've seen it over. What was it? Is last year or the year before over in Korea? There was that party that was happening or whatever, and they ended up funneling down like a really tight alleyway, and people ended up getting like
Oh.
stampeded over. Like
Yeah,
shit
that's
like that
yeah.
does happen in bad
Yeah.
circumstances where people are panicking and stuff. I definitely think there should have been a little bit better precautions taken,
Yeah.
and I don't necessarily think that it
Yeah.
should have happened in that situation at the concert.
Yeah.
There should have been like more safety measures
Of
implemented,
course.
but
And just the stage, if you look at the stage itself, it's literally just like a big T.
yeah,
That come on. I mean, come on. There could have been just like a straight line and that would have helped a lot, but I don't know how much that would have helped. But just in that like because people were coming in from one side and it was fine on like can't remember what side it was, but the side where
I think
I
it
guess
was
people weren't
the
coming in.
right side that was
Yeah, the
okay,
right
and I think
side.
it was the
Yeah, the
left
left
side that
side that
ended up
was
getting
like
like
yeah.
collapsing in on.
Yeah,
Because I think that's
it was terrible.
yeah,
No, it's terrible. Like I couldn't be like a security guard and just like watch people be like, "Hey, stop the show." Like, there was one person that actually from the documentary as well, that did go up on stage and try to literally tell him to stop, but I guess he didn't hear. He was just trying to get coverage, but again, nobody thought like I don't know how many I can't remember
there
how
were a
many
lot
people
of
were there.
varying
There was
factors
so
there that
yeah, there were.
should have
There were.
had precaution against them to begin with.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Yeah.
but yeah, shit like that is unfortunate, but it doesn't help that with shit like the Illuminati and everything else like that, that people like go out of their way to be like, oh, is this,
Mhm.
did they
Yeah.
do this on purpose? Why didn't they stop it? Everything like that.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
sucks, but
It does. But it's just weird to think about
yeah.
because I don't like are they actually telling us everything that they can? I mean, obviously if I was Live Nation, I wouldn't tell everybody everything to cover my ass. So, um but yeah, like obviously I don't want to get like a if I had make a high salary at Live Nation, I don't want to I don't want to get fired over poor stage management. No.
Yeah.
Um but yeah. Okay, moving on to the next topic. Wait. Why do important people keep disappearing? I also believe this too. Um, there's so many people, but I want to mention I think either 3 or 4 people. I can't remember how many I put down. Um, I personally believe that there is a cure for cancer. That's just my opinion. I don't know if you agree with me on this, but with how many things that we've done so many things with cars. We can literally clone people. We can clone people. And you're telling me that we don't have a cure for cancer. I that doesn't seem real to me. We almost have flying cars soon enough and you're telling me we don't have a cure for cancer. Um but yeah, it's weird cuz there's doctors that have died from a plane crash. For example, they dedicated their lives to try to save people that had cancer. They died in Brazil. Like, come on. um, Another person I want to mention is Nicholas Gonzalez, uh, who found a natural cure, or I guess regression, for cancer through enzymes, supplements, and coffee enemas. But somehow he died from a heart attack in 2015, but he had great health. So I don't I don't know. there was really no signs that his heart was bad. And they even did scans on this as well. Again, another person, Dr. Sebi. Uh, this guy, uh, I don't know. He's kind of iffy. He wasn't like an actual doctor, but his ways were natural. That he claimed, you know, government threw him in jail for money laundering, and then he literally just died. So,
That's then he literally just died.
he
Cheap. You
literally
can't
just
segue
died.
like that. Oh my god.
What do you mean? I tried to word it as simply as I can.
I suppose the takeaway
I don't.
point here is don't money launder if you're gonna make a cure for cancer.
But after this, his son claimed that people tried to trademark what his father did, and sell products that his father basically recommended to everybody. So he's really not getting a whole lot of money for it unless you go to a specific website. I don't know what that is. I didn't have enough time to do that. Um, but yeah. If his father's suggestions, products didn't work, then why are people stealing the brand? Why are people trying to literally sell this kind of stuff if it doesn't have any effect? That's the question I want to ask on that. But I mean, he wasn't a real doctor. Um, but but the government was also on his ass for the mispractice of medicine. Um,
Medical
so there's
malpractice.
yeah, medical malpractice.
Yeah.
Uh, same difference, I guess. I don't know. I can't talk. Um, yeah. I guess there. So I don't know if anybody else has heard about this guy, but he was a guy who created the water car. Apparently, it could run on water. Um, there was a guy. His name was Stanley Meyer. He claimed that this could like uh this car could be driven off of about 4 liters of water, about 180 kilometers. Um, people say that this guy was poisoned, but he did have a cerebral aneurysm. But it's just weird because it he was like, "Oh, they're trying to poison me." That's what people said that he said. Uh, but yeah. Some articles claim that there was poison in his bloodstream, but others didn't. Like this guy is like everywhere with stuff. So, but there's other stories where people have tried to continue what he's done. Um, but somehow they're missing too. That's weird. Um, yeah, you can read off the next person. I've been talking for like 30 minutes, I swear. Yeah, I've been
Okay, so
yapping.
that's
It's interesting.
that would be Julian Brown, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. He's
He's
actually on TikTok right now. Like
yeah.
this is relevant right now.
So he's creating gasoline from recycled waste. He claimed that there were helicopters flying over his area where he stayed at, and at times he would disappear from the internet and then come back. His research is unbelievable, but soon will he disappear just like the rest of them.
Yeah.
Ooh. And I mean, like, that's
Like
entirely possible, but like,
yeah.
I also wonder how much of it, like, again, like, this is no shade on any of these people who are doing this shit, but like it kind of wonder like you have to wonder like with conspiracy theories and then like seeing shit like that, like are they actually going missing, like is the government getting to them, or is this like a
Yeah.
case of like paranoia almost.
Waiter, 1 cup of attention, please, kind of thing. Like
Oh my fucking god.
like
Yeah,
yeah,
it does
like
kind of like sometimes it
I
does seem
agree.
like rather than it actually being like the government being like, "Oh, we have to stop you." It just seems like they get paranoid and then before they finish their research or something, they'll just fall off the grid because they don't want the government to intervene even if they haven't
Yeah.
previously, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, since we do like have, I guess, the internet at our hands these days, like whenever I was like researching this kind of stuff, like it was really hard to to be honest.
Yeah,
Like cuz I really don't know what's true. That's why these are called conspiracy theories. Um, it's probably just to spook people.
it's just a theory,
Um,
a
yeah, I
game
literally
theory.
just a theory. But yeah, it's like, especially with this Julian Brown guy, he's in his videos, he's like, "The government's not gonna reach me, da, da, da." And then he would take pictures of, like, helicopters are flying over his house, and I'm like, "Could this literally just be somebody else doing this? Like, how do I know this is you?" Like, I don't like, there's so many things to
Yeah, like
follow, and
there's a
it's like, I
lot of
don't have
like
enough time for that.
varying factors, and like obviously you're
Yeah.
never gonna have all of the information.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
being said, like I do think that the government does get involved in places where they shouldn't necessarily, in regards
Yeah.
to people doing their own research. So
Yeah,
it's
like
kind of like a situation where you can't really be like, oh yeah, they're right or they're wrong or anything like
yeah, and I'm pretty gullible. Um,
that.
you know that. I believe a lot of shit that I really shouldn't. But the really only thing about, I guess, this part that I believe is maybe the cancer one. Um,
Yeah,
because there's so much money. There's so much money. If you cure cancer, you are literally saving so much money in hospitals for
yeah, because then yeah, I
chemotherapy,
was about
like
to
all
say
like yeah, like there's a lot of money that plays into this cuz like um my grandfather, he passed away in 2019 from lymphoma, and his bill was not that cheap, okay? Like there's money that literally plays into this. Um so it would make more sense if the government were to interfere with this kind of thing,
yeah.
you know? With other stuff, maybe not. Cause like, Julian Brown and the recycling
Yeah,
waste,
with that,
like,
I feel like that's not as big
eh.
of a thing, and I say that
Yeah.
only because the US is very intent on invading other countries for oil.
Yeah.
I don't think they need the water one as much. I don't think that,
Yeah. 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 But really it's just that like I guess first article about cancer. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. All right. Area 51. Um Oh, I remember this was actually kind of popular, like, whenever I was, like,
Yeah, like
13, 12, kind of, like,
yeah,
around that
they
area.
had there was also that whole thing with raiding Area 51 and all those people
Yes, yes,
showed
it's like, "Oh,
up.
will I get
Yeah.
shot whenever I enter?" I even looked that up, actually, I was curious, and they, like, AI said no, obviously, but,
Yeah.
like, you can get arrested from it. I mean, yeah, because it's highly confidential. But
It's
yeah,
it's the
everyone
same as like
knows.
if you snuck onto like a military base, like a normal military base,
Yeah,
you're gonna get in
yeah,
trouble because you're not supposed to be there. Not necessarily
exactly.
even that there's any secrets, but just because like that is like they've got ammunitions, like higher grade like weapons. Like
Yeah.
of course they don't want you over there. And that's coming from someone who has been on several military bases. Like it is a serious thing
Military
if you're
child.
just shut the fuck up. But it is a serious thing if you're just like sneaking in there. Like it's not just
Oh,
them
no, it's
being
it's a
like,
big
"Oh
consequence,
no,
yeah.
you can't be here. There's secret government things." It's no, this is literally just a security threat. The same way like you
Yeah.
get arrested if you trespass onto private property. Like
Mhm.
it's not anything like super secret or
Yeah.
super evil. It's just literally security. And that's all
No,
it
literally.
is.
Yeah, but as everyone knows, it's a highly secured Air Force base in Nevada. Um, it's used to test out aircrafts, all that other stuff. But I mean, it could have uh secret top information about aliens. I I I don't here's the thing, like, I don't know if you agree with me, like, I believe aliens exist to a point. I don't think they I think they see what we're doing, but I don't really think that they, like, kind of intervene,
Listen, here's the
you
thing. If
know?
aliens
I would
exist, I fully hope it's the Mass Effect kind and I get to bang one, okay?
Oh
Otherwise,
my
I don't have any hopes. I don't give two fucks if they do or not, okay? Garrus Vicarian, come home. The kids miss you. You know, like that's my only thing where I'm like, "Oh, aliens is I don't care. I don't care unless it's going to be like fucking Mass Effect.
Oh my gosh.
I have
That's
priorities, god
actually
damn it.
hilarious. Anyways, I'm glad you put in your 2 cents, okay. Anyways, no civilian aircrafts can fly over the base, obviously.
Yeah.
There's tons of cameras, motion sensors, radars, and, more technology so that people can't trespass, this kind of thing. Obviously, as mentioned before, if someone trespasses, they immediately get arrested, or even worse, depending on what they do.
Yeah.
I know there's like tons of YouTube videos over this too. Oh, we raided Area 51, and like again that we mentioned like a while back. But I just think they're a hoax. I don't really think that they're real because you can't even. I
Yeah.
don't even think you can like have any sort of camera, right? Um,
Not as far as I know.
yeah, like I don't I doubt that. Yeah, but there was a case in 1989. Hello, can't talk. There was a man. His name was Robert Lazar. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Lazar, lizard. That's what I was thinking of. Lizard.
Yeah, Lazar.
uh, yeah. Um, But this guy, he claimed on that he worked on extraterrestrial technology. He reported the information to the Las Vegas television reporter. But later he was discredited. But he did also claim that he saw pictures of alien autopsies, which might or might not be true. Um, I don't know if I believe this. I don't think it's true. But I do believe this next statement I'm about to say. Um, Other people have claimed that that they have seen UFOs in the area. Again, could be true, could be not so true because Area 51 is literally an Air Force base.
Do you
Um,
want me to like burst your bubble on that one?
yeah,
I'm gonna feel so bad
I
for
was gonna
this.
burst my own bubble,
Okay,
kind of
so you
ish.
remember how I was telling you my dad did a bunch
Oh
of
no.
weird shit, right?
Yes, I remember this about
Okay,
2 weeks
so
ago.
for anyone who doesn't know, my dad was previous Air Force for I think like 17, 20 years. Lots of shit like that. Mostly like reconnaissance for bringing bodies back home, shit like that, but higher rank. And he said that when they were testing jets and shit, sometimes they would take them out unscheduled, and some of them, especially some of the ones that were a little bit quieter, they would get reported as UFOs in the middle of the night. And it would just be him and his buddies taking out the jets for testing.
Oh my god.
I'm being so dass. Because you know how, like, when planes fly overhead, there's the lights underneath them and stuff, and it
Mhm.
lets it's usually the blinking lights. Yeah, so, most of the time the jets were just overhead, especially because of over in, like, usually where those types of bases are, where they have all the
Yeah.
planes and shit. And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think he was specifically over like in the New Mexico area, 51 area. But
Yeah.
there was two instances that he was flying jets that got reported as UFOs. And I don't know if I still have it, but they like because we had a scrapbook and he had them saved. Like he had little clippings from the papers where it was like UFO sighting, and he was like, "That was me."
Oh my gosh, you're famous? Like
I was
your
like,
dad
"Dad,
told
what
you
the
shit.
fuck?" Because like looking back on it, because obviously like too young to understand that. Looking back later at
Yeah.
that, and mom's losing her shit, and she's like, "You want to know the story behind this one?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." And then it turns out my dad was just pranking people because him and his buddies wanted to go out night flying, and I think that's
Late night,
beautiful.
late night, late night flight.
Pluh.
um, but I do want to mention one case. In 1947, there was like a major conspiracy. That there was a quote quote flying disc crashed near a ranch in New Mexico. Um, the U.S. military said that it was a flying disc, but then they said it was a weather balloon. Like, why would this? Why would it be retracted per se? Like, what does a weather balloon even look like? Do we need to look that up? Hold on.
You may need to look that up because
I just
there is full possibility that it straight up was just a
Oh, well,
situation where it's
yeah, it's
like,
a weather
oh
balloon. I'm
yeah.
so stupid. It's literally a balloon. I thought it was something fancy. I don't
No.
know what I was expecting.
Oh my god.
But why would it be reported as a flying that is not a flying disc. A
It
disc is
could
like a it's I, maybe
just
one's flat,
yeah, depending on how it was
but
falling. But yeah, like stuff like that one, it's like okay, kind of face value. That is a little bit weird. On the other hand, what is this? 1947. Half the people were probably hyped up on cocaine, like not even as a joke. Do you remember Coca-Cola used to have crack in it?
yes.
That's why it was Coca-Cola. Like,
But it's so fun.
I don't know, I'm sure it was amazing. But,
Like,
you know,
I mean,
you see shit like that,
yeah.
it is probably just them being fucking high.
Yeah, just like,
Like
woo, Coca-Cola.
not even a joke. Like based off of everything that we know about that time period, they were probably just high on something.
Even working in the US military,
Yes. Yes.
it's so odd to me though. I don't know.
No, I
It's
don't
a
think
little
you understand
sketchy.
how many drugs were actually circulating back then. They're like, "Oh no, everybody was so good and so fine. Everybody loved being a housewife." You were on 28 doses of non-prescription Adderall. Yeah, you were doing fine. Like,
Oh my gosh.
ma'am, you know?
Okay, maybe. But I'm
Not the
sorry.
butt.
But okay, fine. I guess we'll move on to the next one. This one's gonna
Okay.
be rather short. Because I tried I tried getting like
Yeah, and that's the
information for
thing.
this
Is
one.
like a
It's
lot
like
of I feel like a lot of the shit that was put out about this has since been either deleted or just
yeah,
buried under other things where it's like, nope, nope, this didn't happen.
yeah.
But it's
Our imagination's such a great
world
thing.
of pure
Woo!
imagination.
Yeah, literally.
Um, for anyone curious, this is about the government trying to destroy crops to create food shortages.
yeah.
Ooh.
Uh, okay. I just want to mention, like, every single article. You know, like how it like bolds basically like what you're looking for in each
Yeah,
article. It says no, the government is not trying to destroy crops. No, the government is not trying to destroy crops. No, the
man,
government is.
that's crazy. That almost sounds like something the government would try to say to convince you they're not trying to
Yeah,
destroy the
every
crops.
every single every single one. Um, I know TikTok isn't like a news source. I'm pretty sure we're aware of that. Um, there
Yeah.
were a couple people on, farmer TikTok
Ding ding ding
in
ding
the
ding ding.
in out in the wild. They were claiming um to like burn down their crops because the government told them to. But we don't really know how accurate this is.
Yeah.
I personally I don't know. Again, like the government.
Here's the thing,
I
I'm
don't know. It's
50-50 on it,
just
but like at
yeah,
the same
that's
time,
fair.
if we're
I
gonna believe that the government is killing people who are creating like gasoline alternatives, it's not so far to say that they would also go so far as to make food shortages.
yeah. I mean now we have like uh what is it? GMO,
Yeah,
genetically modified like food. Yeah. Like bioengineered food. Um I will be going into bioengineering but not doing that. That sounds boring.
it sounds
But
boring.
it does. It really does sound boring. Like I don't want to do that. Um so let's this one's just more about like opinion based.
Yeah,
If you want to believe it, I don't care.
that's up to you, man. We can't tell you what to
No, it's
think.
a yeah, I don't really yeah. But I don't really cuz do now the question I guess to ask is would the government give the farmers some sort of profit if they were to do this?
I mean, I would
If the people
assume
were to, I
yes.
would but then like why would you want to burn down all of that land?
It's not necessarily burning all of it as much as it's burning just enough
Yeah.
of it to where it's like, oh, we're scarce on, this thing, so oops, we have to raise the prices.
Oh yeah, and you know what? No. I'm not going to get political, but remember how, egg prices.
Yes.
Those damn egg prices are raising. All the chickens are dying from the bird flu. I don't really
I
care, man.
that's
I like eggs. Just cook them and they taste great, okay? I'm sorry, I'm so stupid. Uh um oh yeah. Yeah, not really much for this one. I don't believe it.
In
Do. If you
conclusion,
don't,
this is
all
why
right.
neither of us are going into anything with politics.
Yeah, I no,
Oh.
I could never be I could never.
I would call someone a too much. I would just
You better blur that out. Holy sh.
yeah, I mean I'm going to. That's
Okay.
gonna get bleeped out. But no, I would just be like on the house floor or something and just have you considered you're just a and then it's like,
Immediately canceled.
ma'am, you're not allowed to say that. Are
And you're
you
like, what do
denying my
you
freedom of
mean?
speech? Because it applies.
I mean, you could you if the boot fits.
Fits. Oh my god. Okay, moving on. Okay, this topic is about The Simpsons and
Okay,
the
I
fact that
believe
they
in this one.
keep
I believe.
being weird and predicting things, and
Why
either
are they
that guy
true?
is prophetic or he's a time traveler.
No, I think he's a time traveler. Okay, I if there's one conspiracy theory I believe in, I think it is this one. Full heartedly. I don't care. Okay? It's just weird because there has been so many episodes. I couldn't even list them all. I wanted to list the ones that are kind of pretty popular, I guess.
Yeah.
But there were about 30 episodes. How accurate is that? That is literally so accurate. But I will also wonder how many seasons has The Simpsons been in? I should have.
Yeah, it's been like what, 20 seasons if not
Yeah, like
more.
it's oh, season 37. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, but it's even then, it's weird.
No, because like
It
some of
is
that shit has
weird.
been like
You can't
so
tell
accurate
me.
and it's really
It
funny,
is.
but it's also really weird.
Yeah, no, it's quite literally insane. I'll give you an example. When Donald Trump, fortunately, um, was elected. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say that. But yeah, he was
Yes, you
elected.
did.
Uh, let's see. Lady Gaga's halftime Super Bowl show. They specifically had her hanging over wires, like in the air, like flipping through like wee like kind of thing. And in the episode actually she had on like something with like her boobs or whatever. Just like pointing, I don't know, but it was like pretty provocative. But she wasn't wearing that, but she was still hanging on the wires in the air, just flipping through, just like wee. But like down to the bone for that. That was pretty accurate. Um, the voting machine scandal. I didn't really. Okay, so about I think it was like maybe 2015, 16, one of those
Yeah.
years, with Obama and the other guy. I forgot. But
Trump or
it
Romney?
was it was I think it was I might have been Romney. But it was in Pennsylvania. Um and somehow it predicted that was right. Okay. What's the chance of that like happening? Help? The fact that America won the Winter Olympic gold medal in curling. Do you understand curling? Curling is is a pretty dumb sport. Let's all admit it. It's professional
You're
sweeping.
sweeping ice to make a ball go fast.
Like, yeah. You gotta heat up the
You know
ice
what?
in the
You know
sun.
what? Shout out to the people who actually enjoy crawling, though.
Yes, you know what?
Good on you
We
for
need a
like actually
yeah.
enjoying that. I don't even enjoy my day-to-day life. So like good on you. You found something.
Yeah, like actually, I hate sweeping. I'd rather vacuum a floor
I mean, that's kind
because
of why they were invented.
well, yeah, but you usually use vacuums on like,
Carpet.
yeah, carpet, not like for a kitchen. But
You've
anyway,
never
sorry, that
had
was off
a
topic.
Dyson Swiffer thingy that steams and mops and
No,
vacuums.
no,
Ooh.
that's no, that's pretty fancy.
What women talk about when they're left alone.
Oh my gosh. I I can't with you. Okay, but yeah. Curling. Who usually wins curling? Like Canada, maybe. They live on ice, right?
I don't fucking know. And
I know it's not us.
I've
I
only
know it's not
watched the
us.
Olympics like twice. And one of them, like the second time, I technically wasn't even watching it. I was just watching clips from the Olympics, and it was with that guy that like literally was just like, "Yeah, I picked this up as a hobby weekend, and then got like what the silver, gold, something like that in shooting." Do you
That's
remember
actually
that
pretty
guy?
cool. I don't
I
I don't
think he
think I did.
literally
You
I
you know what you know what I remember is
huh.
that breakdancer who I think was from Australia, right?
Ray gun, Ray gun,
Right
Ray
gun.
gun. Oh my god. Yes. Same Olympics, by the way, I'm pretty sure. We've
So
got this
last
guy
Olympics
doing
just
it for the bit because his ex-wife doesn't like it, and then we've got Reagan who literally only got in because I believe it was her husband was one of the judges that was voting who got to go to the Olympics, by the way.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, let that sink in. Boom, boom,
A
boom,
plus.
you know. I
Um I had to use it, okay? I told you I would. Sorry, we were again off topic, but curling. We sucked at curling. We weren't even close. And somehow magically one year we were against Sweden, which also was predicted in the episode. Same opponent. Same people that we're dealing with and we won. Like what the hell? Like what's that about? There was one about the Ebola breakout. Outbreak. Outbreak. I'm not okay. Yeah, and then the three-eyed fish occurred from nuclear waste and mutation purpose. In which a fisherman caught a three-eyed fish after the episode was released. Like again, this is just crazy to me still. Why are they so accurate? Is there any other show that's had these kind of predictions?
Not that I'm aware of, but again, like I don't even watch The Simpsons, so
Yeah, that's I mean, but I mean, I come about it every once in a while. Like,
Oh
there's
yeah.
no way that this could be a coincidence.
Oh no, like it happens way too much,
Uh,
but at the same time, it's kind of like a
Like, oh yeah, like luckily I guessed this
yeah, my
one
brain
right
short
kind of thing.
circuited.
I don't. Okay, yeah, it's okay. I can. I was like, I'll take over. I'll
Yeah,
take over for you.
thanks, thanks.
You're so welcome.
I can't form a thought.
But yeah, any more thoughts on this one? Because I, I'm just so boggled by it. I wonder how many, because it's literally still ongoing. Um, wasn't there one that predicted that Kamala Harris was gonna be the first? And I think there was an episode where she was wearing the same thing in the Simpsons episode too.
I mean, to be fair, most of the presidential candidates all wear like suits or pantsuits, so
Yeah,
that's not, you know. But on the other
that's
hand, eh.
yeah, maybe. Um, but yeah, this one's quite weird. Okay, we've got our last topic here. And this one's actually pretty interesting. Um, when Princess Diana, she died in a car crash. Um, I thought this girl was really cool. She bent the rules to a royal lifestyle. Like she was a badass. She really was. Like she like she opened up an HIV or AIDS clinic, and she literally shook a person's hand that had HIV to
Yeah,
prove
like
that
back
it wasn't
before
like yeah,
they
that it
knew
was
it was like through like blood and like
yeah.
fluids, like
Yeah.
when they were like, "Oh, you can get HIV by being in the
Yep.
same." No, you can't. That's
Yeah,
not
no
how
you
that
can't. And that's what
works.
she did, and she's
She was
like,
like,
"Oh my
"Fuck it, we
gosh."
ball."
Yeah, like without gloves, everything. Um she omitted the word obey from her wedding vows. Like hell yeah, like who wants to obey? Like what? She ran out of school event and she raced barefoot. Like
Oh
like
yeah, for the
that's
Mother's
she's
Day.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like she was cool. Cuz not to be like rude, but like, they're the I guess like stereotype is for them to be proper, for them to be
Mhm.
nice, for them to be no, like she literally like she bent these rules and she just said like F it. Like I'm gonna do whatever I want, well not everything I want. But yeah. So I did I did get this information from Wikipedia. Um so it might not be completely accurate, but that's okay. It's just a conspiracy theory. Um
If you're coming to
she
us for straight up history facts, you're
No,
coming to the wrong.
please,
You're coming
yeah.
to the wrong place.
Please don't.
We're two
This
dumb
is
bitches who can't form a sentence most of the time.
that's
Like
why we're
you,
literally called one and a
do
half white
your own
bros.
research.
Please do. Yeah. But she did die in 1999. But years after this happened, like in 2008, the jury returned the verdict that there was an unlawful killing of the driver Henry Paul, which I believe that she knew personally. Um, but it was weird because uh, paparazzi whenever this crash occurred, paparazzi was like really kind of not too far from them. But I mean, yeah, that's to be expected, with
Yeah.
like royalty
I
and all
mean,
that.
I think she was already
Um,
what, out on a date with Dodie or whatever.
I believe so. Yeah.
So it's
Um,
not,
it's not like completely.
yeah, out of the blue to say like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
paparazzi arrived." But wasn't there like a 7 or 8 minute um interval between the car crash happening and them actually calling like an ambulance?
I
I could have sworn there was like, because it
there
was
there might
weird
have been.
simply for the fact that there was the car crash, and I'm pretty sure this could be a separate incident that I'm getting mixed up
Yeah.
with, where they waited like almost 10 minutes before they actually called the ambulance. and that was apparently why it was like such a big thing and why there wasn't like any help that they could give them, you know?
Yeah. But it was also weird because both of their seat belts were not buckled, which
Yeah.
I mean couldn't have been a huge factor, but it played some factor into it. But the weird thing also is that this wasn't like a car crash, like it not crashed another car. It was into a pillar that was kind of by like a not like a bridge, but like a tunnel kind of thing. So that was weird, I guess. But I don't know why you wouldn't be wearing your seatbelt because of this. I wonder if I don't know if Diana had a couple of drinks too. Because I know Henry did. He was intoxicated.
Yeah.
They found alcohol in his bloodstream. It was about 3 times the legal French limit. But it was also concluded that after another test, of course, that he was on antidepressants. Uh, but yeah. But in 2003, I don't know why this guy wouldn't speak up kind of maybe after the fact, but he came out like literally 4 years later. He claimed that there was a letter written by Diana in 1993. Apparently the letter had allegations that her husband was planning an accident in her car that occurred from brake failure and would cause serious head injury to Diana so that he could marry her again, which I found weird. Again, I don't know if I completely believe that too, because like again, why are you coming out of the woodworks? I mean, 3 to 4 years later. Um, if this was pretty nice evidence to have, like why wouldn't you give it to the court? I don't know. This one's weird.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? I mean,
I I do think there is a lot of shit going on around the Diana thing, but at the same time, it's like the only reason I'm not fully convinced that it was someone killing her, um, at least not Elizabeth,
mhm.
Queen Elizabeth, was because I believe that was the only person that Elizabeth ever bowed to when she was doing her
Yes,
funeral
yes,
thing,
yes.
right? So
Yeah,
like I feel like there was definitely like a lot of respect there from her.
yeah, of course.
Um that being said, I wouldn't put it past Charles.
Mm,
If you told me tomorrow like, "Oh yeah, no, he definitely did." I'd be like, "Okay, you know what? He did it. You don't got to
yeah.
present me evidence. I believe you."
Mhm.
So, that's where I stand on that one.
Yeah, I why wouldn't you be wearing a seatbelt?
Yeah.
Were they going a far distance? Were they not going a
I
far
They
distance?
were either leaving dinner or their hotel. Like they should not have been going like that far, I would assume. Cuz you also have to
Yeah.
remember like do you remember all the discussions of like 45 minutes being like incomprehensible to Europeans? Okay. So like that being
Mhm.
said, I feel like if it was longer than like 10 minutes, they would have put on their seatbelts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it should not have been anywhere that was super far away. Especially since
Mhm.
that wasn't like because it was just like a regular car, I think. It wasn't like a limousine or anything, which is made to not have
Yeah,
seatbelts. Um,
yeah.
but yeah. And that's what I was saying with like if that is the actual crash where it was where they waited 10 minutes, I think there was a lot of stuff about the paparazzi maybe tampering with stuff too, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah.
So
Um,
God only knows at that point, because at that
yeah.
point you've got people like messing with evidence and everything else.
Yeah. But I'm also wondering, did Diana know that this guy was intoxicated like after?
Yeah, and
And
that's
it's like,
another thing
okay,
is like
yeah. Like,
if you're the driver,
yeah.
regardless if you're on medication or not, if you are like the driver and that is your job, you shouldn't be drinking. End of discussion.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's pretty common sense. I guess not so common anymore. But um yeah, I'm wondering if she had, because I don't think I read anything about her blood alcohol content. Um I don't I don't know if she drank. Um but I don't know. There's a lot of gaps in this story. There really is. Um yeah, I just thought it was weird is all. Um
Yeah,
yeah.
there's just like a lot of shit where it's like, is this what actually happened, or were there other things at play? Because like, you're never gonna have the full story, even if you're there.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, the only people who know what actually happened are the people who have died or gone missing. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Um
Any side
that
notes, comments, concerns?
um I don't I don't think so. Do you have
No.
any? I know you're just okay. I mean, what I probably found, I don't know. Like the thing about Beyonce and stuff, I just
And you
I
know who's jealous of Adele? Beyonce.
Beyonce.
That's how I
No,
feel. So I'm
like
sorry.
no, it's okay. I don't know. I think it's just weird with the Beyonce thing. Like, because she could have killed a lot of people, and we just don't know about it, you know. The whole thing's just weird to me. No. Yeah, that's all. I don't anything that you wanna say? You good?
I think I'm good. I can't form a
She's
thought. There's
she's
you
checked out.
knock on
She's
my
clocked
head,
out.
it sounds like a hollow watermelon. Okay.
She's
For
she's
any of
she's clocked
the
out.
listeners who are confused, I've been on and off with migraines for the last 2 days. So
Yes, and I forcefully made her do this, of course,
yes,
because I'm the
yes, she
bestest
did.
friend ever. Yes, I did. Yep.
Yeah, she takes such good care of me.
I do actually.
She normally does. This is one of those
I
one-off cases.
expect some chocolate milk Uber too tomorrow.
Oh,
That's how I care.
yay! It's like a reward.
It's like a reward. You complain, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Let me treat you so well. I can't. I can't with you. Okay. Does that conclude our second episode?
Yes, I think that
Okay.
concludes 1.5 white girls.
Yes, that yes. Yes. Also, can people see your shirt?
Oh,
I want you
if
to,
anyone could
if
not
yeah,
see
I
the
think
shirt, let
I
me just.
yeah, like yeah, just show them. Show them what you're wearing.
I heart femboys because yes, just
Not my
big
first choice,
stretch.
but I mean, if
I gotta
whatever
represent.
floats your boat, you know.
Yeah. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Okay, Freddie Mercury just fucking died for the second time.
okay. All right. Thank
Oh
y'all
wait,
for
what is
watching.
this?
Oh, are we? Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay. Get it? I guess. You good?
I'm getting jiggy with it. Yeah.
Oh, I could tell. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's the end.
Okay. Okay. Goodbye, guys. Next episode will be soon. Okay. Good. Goodbye.